Hey guys, I was talking about the 1-and-1 fingering for B flat a little bit ago on my Tumblr feed, Huge Sounds at Tumblr. And I get a lot of students who know that fingering, and it's sort of the only one they know. And it works really well for exercises like this that I'm about to play. When the notes are combinations of D's, B flats, or F's and B flats, that 1-and-1 fingering or bis key works really well. I'm going to play this one here using a combination of both of those. And I'll try and post a picture of this exercise I wrote. I'm also going to do a video that's obnoxiously not 1-and-1 friendly. So I use both of these. Sometimes I have a student who knows side B flat, and that's the one that's locked in. And then they get an exercise like this that requires really 1-and-1 or bis, and they just go crazy trying to hit the side key after every for every B flat. So I use both of these exercises sort of interchangeably, because most of the time I get young students, and the first B flat they learn is the one they use all the time. There's 3 or 4 different ways for us to play that note. Sometimes it requires the knowledge of knowing all those ways to get through a particular passage. One quick thing I wanted to share with you is they sound slightly different, all those B flats, especially the difference between bis B flat and 1-and-1. I'll play it. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I'm using a Leger 2.75 Signature Series plastic reed, but I think you'll be able to tell. I'm just going to sort of move slowly between bis B flat and 1-and-1. You'll hear the 1-and-1 is kind of a stuffy, some will call it muddy sound. Here we go. This is bis, then 1-and-1. Sorry, I played F in there in the first place. But they have slightly different sounds. Of course, if the passage requires you to use 1-and-1, generally it's because it's sort of technically challenging, and you won't be able to hear it if it's moving that quickly. So anyway, here's a little exercise. I'm going to play it. I'm just going to use bis key, and every once in a while I'll probably use 1-and-1. You might not be able to hear the difference, but it sure makes this exercise a lot easier when you remember that fingering versus either 1-and-2 or side B flat. Here we go. I started out with bis, I moved to 1-and-1 about halfway through, and I finished with bis. So there's a little bit of a tone difference, but again, the reason we know these is because we want to make some passages of our music easier to play. And if you just know one or just rely on one all the time, you can get caught sometimes. So don't neglect your 1-and-1 or bis fingerings. They're good ones to know. See you later.